Welcome to this week's edition of Mainely Motorsports, an edition. And wow, what a jam-packed weekend of racing we had all throughout New England. Big races, special races, and great races. Everybody that I've talked to on the internet, via text, via phone call, that we've talked to about the racing that they saw at their local short tracks, said it was absolutely amazing. And I know I traveled to Beech Ridge Motor Speedway over on Saturday, and the racing there was epic. The Granite State Pro Stock Series making their inaugural visit to the famed Third Mile Oval over there at Scarborough, Maine. So it's a great race. Sport Divisions put on a great race, and I'll tell you, for a season that started late, any race I've been to, any track owner or promoter I've talked to, they're all talking about how the racing program has been and how good it's been, how great the competitors have been, and the car counts are now starting to turn around in a couple of places, and that's what you want to see. But I'll tell you, there's one person that I wouldn't want to be on a weekly basis, and it has nothing to do with anything that's going on in their life as much as it is about having to make decisions on a weekly basis. That he's got a race team that he's put his heart and soul into, and they're chasing the American Canadian Tour title, trying to win races. But then he put the other hat on, and he's the promoter, along with his mother over there at Star Speedway, and we're talking about Bobby Weber Jr. So to go race or to put on a race, and that's a struggle every week, and I'm sure it's hard when he watches that big rig pull out and head off to a racetrack, just like he has the last couple weeks over to White Mountain Motorsports Park, and this last week over to Riverside Adventure and Fun Park. And this past weekend's race over there was a big deal, as the Humphrey family that owns the old Riverside, or the old Grove Toner, as Marco always called it, and Speedway 51, which is now Riverside Adventure and Fun Park, they had a special place in their heart for Gardner and June Levitt. They all come from the same area up there in Keyser Falls. When the Humphreys got into racing a few years back, Gardner and June were very instrumental in selling them parts and helping them out and all that. So a couple of guys that hang out with them and work on their stuff when they used to race, longtime crew members of Gardner and June. So this past weekend, very special weekend over there at Riverside, as the Gardner and June Levitt Memorial 150, presented by EJP, Team EJP, American Canadian Tour event, and had a great crowd on hand. And those are those races that everybody wants to win. I mean, we got a big one coming up here in a couple of weeks over in Oxford. But anytime you have a memorial race that is somebody that played such an important role in a lot of people's racing careers, like Gardner and June did, you want to win that race. And that's what Bobby Weber Jr.'s team number 19 and driver Brian Kruzak did this past weekend over at Riverside. They'd been in a little bit of slump. They kind of rebounded mightily over there at White Mountain with a top 5 finish, and they went to Riverside loaded for bear. And congratulations on them picking up the win. And I know there was a lot of people that wanted to win that inaugural Gardner and June Levitt Memorial 150, and Brian did it. I'm sure Bobby was following along on Race Monitor or phone calls or text or something. So congratulations to the entire Team 19, the Venoris number 19, as they continue to chase and try to climb the ladder in the American Canadian Tour point standings. And but you know what? You keep winning races and the points will fall into place. But congratulations to the entire team. Brian, what a big win. I know how much it meant to drive back to, Epping that night and hand that trophy to Bobby Weber, as he got to hold that trophy, the first ever inaugural winner of the Gardner and June Levitt Memorial 150. So congratulations to that team. And when we talk about Oxford, we've seen that 19 go up there the night before the 250. I mean, that cat has been in a class by himself, and I'm sure it's going to be no different. So he is definitely the odds-on favorite for the Saturday night American Canadian Tour event at the Oxford 250. So great job to that team. They're hitting all cylinders right now, and that's when you want to be hitting it as we hit the home stretch. And while we're on the subject of Star Speedway and Bobby Weber, I'm going to show you some highlights in the late model action, 17 cars in action, pure stocks, always put on a great race, and a little street stock action. You know what I mean? And the street stocks, and they set the bar over there at Star Speedway. So we got some pure stocks, some street stocks, some late models, and some slingshots. First time winning the slingshots. Looked like he couldn't even go out, you know, he'd be going out for recess, but he's winning races over there at Star Speedway. So like I said, we got a jam-packed show with racing highlights, and so here we go, kick it off with Star Speedway this past Saturday.
nowhere to go, and the first constant flag of the street stock maintenance comes out.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a worn key. Where would you bring it? At what cost? And for how long? At E-Keys for Cars, our experienced technicians will diagnose your problem and get you going quickly with a fixed price quote. Whenever and wherever you're stuck, E-Keys for Cars comes to you with a new key or ignition repair. Just call E-Keys for Cars, the fast, affordable mobile solution to your vehicle key and lock needs.
They raise the bar, E-Keys for Cars.
Wiscasset Speedway is back, and we have the cure for your need for speed. Maine's biggest and fastest proudly presents 8 featured divisions, including Pro Stocks, late models, 4-cylinder Pro Stocks, modifieds, and more. Plus special features throughout the season, including the Nell Car Legends, the Wicked Good Vintage Racers, the NEMA Midgets, Enduros, and more. All this fun, all this excitement, all for just $5. Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset. Online at Facebook and WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at WiscassetSpeedway.com.
Wiscasset Speedway, now the place in action. Got a big one coming up, Labor Day weekend. The Boss Hog 150, Mainly Awards will once again be involved with the hardware up there, and everybody's become accustomed to taking home that big hardware with some of these races, and this year's Boss Hog 150 will be no different. But this past weekend, they saw some first-time competitors show up, jump in cars that they've never jumped in before, and end up in victory lane. Late model division still going strong up there. But we're going to start our Wiscasset highlights off with a race that didn't even take place this week. Last week we had a full show, couldn't fit it in, but I want to fit it in as Nicole Benacasa picks up her first ever win in the 4-cylinder Pro Stock division up there at Wiscasset Speedway 2 weeks ago. We want to show the highlights because she's paid her dues. She's had her lumps. She's been some bumps in the roads, but she's stuck with it. And her dad's her biggest cheerleader, Steve Benacasa. So congratulations to her. And I'm going to show you some highlights from that. The Strictly Streets, as they made their, they kicked their season off. The Modifieds and the late models. Actually, this is the second time around in their, I don't even know what they call it now. Ken, you got to refresh my mind. Flex schedule. So yeah, so we got some highlights from over at Wiscasset, and congratulations to all the winners. And we had to get up there one of these weeks, and we love that track, love supporting them, and they're a good group of people. So enjoy these highlights over there from Wiscasset Speedway.
deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season, call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Bedford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
I'll tell you what's been really exciting this year is the growth of Mainely Awards and the acceptance by some of the tracks and tours and wanting us to be a part of their program. And 2020 has been, like I said, we got a slow start to it, but we're doing the trophies for the Tri-Track Modified Series. So the SBM 121 comes to mind. We've been at Monadnock twice. We've been at, those trophies. People like them. People know where they come from. Midsummer Classic, the American Canadian Tour. This past weekend's Gardner and June Levitt Memorial Race. Ollie Silver Classic over there at Lee USA Speedway a couple weeks ago. And then all the cup races or the belt races that take place at Hudson, as well as the weekly program at Star. We got some big stuff coming up for the Star Classic and all that. But what really makes me feel good is when somebody has an event coming up and they say, you know what, I want to get this guy, I want Mainly Awards, I want them involved. And for the first time, we've done it a little bit with the Legends a few years back, but we're going to be involved with this year's Oxford 250 as John Mahan and Mahan Antiques is sponsoring the past 75 lap modified event, which is going to be a big deal on Sunday. They're on the main card. They might not be the highlight of the day, but they're on the main event. And Spencer Moore's doing a great job. They've sold laps. They're trying to increase the purse. They're trying to do extra. Mainly Awards has stepped up, going to sponsor some heat winner plaques and some items there. But John reached out to us and wants some big hardware for the modified guys. So the top 3 guys that take off, out of Victory Lane on Sunday over there with some hardware hanging out, they're going to know that they've earned it, and we're proud of it. And thank you to John and his business and Spencer and the entire group in the past modifieds for including Mainly Awards in their 2020 version, the 47th annual Oxford 250 event, which, like I said, we all know the super late model is the cream de la creme. But you know what? If you're on the undercard, you're still on the main event. People are still seeing you. And to have them out there and being covered by Speed 51 and showing that stuff, that's pretty neat. So thank you to those guys, and we really appreciate it. And we're really excited to be a part of the Oxford 250. And there's still a chance for you to get involved by sponsoring some laps. They're trying to sell the laps and keep the tradition going, what they've always done. Tom and Mike have done a great job over the past few years when they haven't sold the laps, is kicking in. But we all know this year, they don't even know if they can sell a ticket to the grandstand. So that's going to be a tough deal. But we're doing our part. We bought some laps, helping out with the trophies. It's going to be an excited weekend up there. If you can't make it, if you can't get there, if you don't safely feel like you can be a part of it, speed51.com. Go there, purchase the package, and it's your way to stay up close and personal and be a part of the 47th annual Oxford 250. So we're going to be a part of it, and we want you to be a part of it, whatever way, shape, or form you can be. So thank you to John Mahan and the Mahan Antiques for incorporating Mainly Awards. Spencer Morse reaching out to us, and we're gonna put some good stuff together for you guys. So we're gonna take a break. We come back. We'll talk about Beech Ridge. Yeah, Beech Ridge. Grand Estate Pro Stock Series was in action, but man, they were almost the undercard for the other racing divisions that went on because there was some great racing that day. So we'll take a break and we're right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale, even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and everybody knows what Beech Ridge has had to do. Just like Oxford, every track has had to make adjustments to their weekly program to try to survive and make it happen. And what Beech Ridge has done is they've taken their Thursday Thunder program, put it in the afternoon of their Saturday program, and running them all back to back to back. So some of the people that wouldn't get to race in front of the Saturday crowd now are getting a little chance to race on Saturday in front of the Saturday crowd, and being watched by some of the Saturday races that don't travel as Thursday Thunder. But we weren't in action over there this week, but I was still there, sitting with some friends, watching some racing. And I just have to say, some great racing. But the highlight of my day was watching the 69 truck roll into victory lane. I think it's the first time he's gone to victory lane in over 12 years since his last win and his first win. So it took him a while to get number 2, and that's Dave Lamson. And, always is a good guy. He's great for the sport. He helps anybody he can. And, exciting to see guys like that have success. And, even when he's running up front and something happens and he doesn't end up in the podium and doesn't get a trophy, he's back the next week. And he's met a lot of friends there, and everybody likes Dave. And, he did it this week, and he put it into victory lane, and he beat, Jeff Gillette, multi-time champion over there. And that's no slouch. So when you do that, you did something. So hats off and congratulations to Dave Lamson as he picked up the win in the truck division. I guess I should have been running my camera, but it was out in the truck. Never expected to see that, Dave. So maybe we'll get the next one. But like I said, the Saturday night part of the program was absolutely phenomenal. And no, we didn't win. But I tell you, 2 weeks ago, I mentioned Dan McKegg, Jr. I said, man, what a great job he's doing, in his third race. Challenging for top 5s. He comes out last week and backs it up and finishes 3rd. This week, I don't know where he finished. I think he's 4th or 5th. But let me tell you, he did a great job. He did a phenomenal job racing with the veterans like Rob Herrick, Louis Anderson. Those guys, they got more experience on that track than probably his own grandfather and father, Lyman and Dan. So he looked like the veteran racing with those guys. So great job by him, having success. No, he didn't win, but man, he has come a long ways in a short time. Like Smokey and the Bandit. A long time to get there, a short time to get there. I don't know what it is, but he has done it. So enjoy the highlights, the Wildcat, the Sports Series, and I'm going to have to talk about the Sports Series, and then we'll show the Granite State highlights. So here's a couple divisions of race action. Like I said, we got to talk about that Sports Series race before we jump into some Granite State Pro Stock action. But Joey Pastore, 4 in a row. That's unheard of. Shouldn't be 4 in a row. They did everything in their power to beat him. You know, from putting him in a 3-wide position, you know, him being the unfortunate guy that, you know, in the 3-wide position that goes around. You had to go to the tail with like 5 laps to go. Charged up through another incident, gave him a shot, put him up towards the front, just give him a sniff of it. It's like, it's blood in the water. He's like a shark, blood in the water. And they gave him a sniff of it, and he just absolutely took the bull by the horns. A lot of animal things today, but got it done. And great job by him. You know, really had to be pulling for Jason Curtis. You know, been a long time since he stood in victory lane over there, and I don't know if he ever has, but I know it's Joey Pastore's done a lot this year, and probably more than Jason's been able to do it in his career. You know, and that's no slouch. Jason's a great driver and a great competitor, but he comes so close this week, but still a great job, runner-up finish. But how about Joey Pastore? And man, 2 cars he's brought, beat them both. The tech guy's got to be having a fit because they're listening to all the competitors, and he's just wheeling the piss out of that race car, guys. He is just wheeling the piss out of it. So great job by Joey, and congratulations to the whole team and all the guys involved in that, because winning 4 in a row, that's quite a feat. I don't care what division, what level, what racetrack. That's quite a feat. So now we'll go into some Granite State Pro Stock highlights and hear from the top 3. And there's some heavy hitters there. That was a good show, good quality show. And Mike Parks and his entire staff should be proud of themselves. You know, it wasn't a wreck fest. It wasn't a snooze fest. It was always, you always wondered, you know, is there going to be something? Is there going to be something? And there was. So great job. Congratulations to all the competitors. And here's some race highlights and interview from the top 3.
Ramstrom, arguably one of the top super late model riders in New England, and came up short to a couple of tough guys here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We started out way too free. I was hoping fuel burn off, sun going down, it was going to come to me, but just ran out of time. I was messing around too much with David and the 94 there. Just so difficult to pass here on the bottom when someone's good on the high side. There's just no grip. But everyone worked hard. Got to thank Go Fast Racing, Archie. I got to thank my father, everyone. You know, Big Jeff, Zach, Matt, Dalton. Everyone works really hard, and it just proves every time we race we're at least top 5.
So this kid Wyatt said he's got your hero card. You gonna go get his now?
Yeah, I might as well. I should.
There you go. Great job, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Disappointed Corey Bubar, and I probably don't even need to ask why you're disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I've won my fair share of races not having the best car, and I guess I kind of deserved it to have the best car and lose. So, I mean, second place still isn't bad. We led a whole lot of laps. It just sucks to lose one that way. We had a really good car. I really got to thank all my sponsors, my fans.
Disappointing, clearly.
It's disappointing. Thank all my sponsors. We've got a good car this year, and I really wanted this one.
I'm fairly certain we will see you back in one of these positions again.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanks.
There you go. Corey Bubar. Wyatt, come on out here, boss. I personally don't see the Elvis reset. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't make a bit of difference because you are the winner, man. Your first Granite State Pro Stock Series win comes in a 150 lapper here. It's a great racetrack in the state of Maine.
Man, you know, you told me a week ago, blowing the driveline out of the car right here, that I chased Corey Bubar down at Beechridge and passed him a 150 lap race. I would have told you you're crazy. I mean, I've watched Corey here a long time. Guy knows how to get it done. I have a hero card of Derek Ramstrom sitting in a magazine with my first favorite pro stock driver. So to come out here and race with these guys, Ben Rowe, Trevor Sanborn, I mean, the lights that you see on a tour like this is pretty cool. We've had an up and down couple years, so to finally get something like this is worth it, and I can't thank everybody enough. My dad, my grandfather, there's not many 3-generation Super Late Model teams out there, so Dean Clattenburg, Greg Emerson. Nobody would know this, but we had a spotter change with about 30 to go. Dan McKegg pulled off. And my dad is a pretty rookie spotter. Greg Emerson had our radio frequencies, and going through lap traffic with Corey, I heard Greg's voice on the radio, and I said, Dad, let him go, let him go, let him do it. I mean, this is just, I can't thank everybody enough. Valvoline, RF Jordan Construction, KMB Automotive, Adams Landscaping, Fishing Vessel Resolute, One Step Home Care, Harry's Motorsports, BMD Racing Products. Dave Farrington has done a lot for me. So this is pretty special.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Ryan Alexander picks up the win. We'll go back and...
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good. It's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle the factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and August 27th. We'll call it the pre-250 show, and I don't expect to see a lot of cars that are going to be competing at the 250 as they'll be making last-minute adjustments, last-minute fine-tuning, last-minute plans for the biggest short track race in our region each and every year, and that's the Oxford 250. But we're going to be down to Bentley's, and we're going to have a slew of race cars there. Beech Ridge will be in participation. Star Speedway will be there. Lee USA Speedway will be there. Try to get some action from Hudson over there. Wiscasset will have some stuff there. I'm sure we might see a few Oxford guys come down, maybe in the support divisions, and try to drum up some interest to their racetracks as they finish the year. And if nothing else, it's a great time to showcase a bunch of race cars that are been racing for a bunch of weeks. And Bentley will be there with some special awards we hand out, and just a great time, and showcase your sponsors. And we had a little small show a few weeks ago, and Devin Currett was there, picked up 2 additional sponsors with people walking around, came over, talked to them about the race car. Now, there ain't no guarantee. Don't think you bring in your car to get tire money. You know what I mean? It's not how it works. But the right person stops and talks to you, and you give all the right answers, and you show that professionalism and you that attentiveness, and act like you are in this for the long haul. You never know what's going to happen. And it happened to Devin Currett a couple weeks ago. So August 27th, it's a Thursday evening. The cars will be there from 3 o'clock on, till 7:30, getting dark earlier. But you'll get a chance to see a super late model up close, an open wheel modified, maybe a sprint car, maybe a super modified, Wildcats, Mad Bombers, trucks, you'll see go-karts. Bartlett Britt will be in attention. Attention. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for right now is. Attendance. So it's going to be a great time. Bentley Saloon, 1601 Portland Road, right there in Arundel. Great time to be had by all. So I encourage you to get there. Support Bentley, support short track racing. It's going to be a great night right over there at the saloon. So August 27th, mark your calendar. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we got more racing. That's all we got to hear is racing.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a worn key. Where would you bring it? At what cost? And for how long? At E-Keys for Cars, our experienced technicians will diagnose your problem and get you going quickly with a fixed price quote. Whenever and wherever you're stuck, E-Keys for Cars comes to you with a new key or ignition repair. Just call E-Keys for Cars, the fast, affordable mobile solution to your vehicle key and lock needs.
They raise the bar, E-Keys for Cars.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock, and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s, up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations. Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. And one of the things that's happening over at Lee USA Speedway is you got a couple of cats that can't be beat. And that's Frankie Eldridge and Jimmy Renfro Jr. And this past weekend, pretty big deal over there at Lee USA Speedway, as it was like the 15th annual, maybe even more than that, Lance Davis Memorial Race. And, that's when everybody wants to come out because, Lance was a true racer, and everybody wants to come out and support that true racer. And a lot of guys were friends with him, knew him over the years. And, he passed away years ago, tragically. And it just, it's good to see guys step up, and the track steps up and make it a little bit more prestigious of a race. And what a race it was. And hats off to a multi-time champion from Beech Ridge Motor Speedway as he took one of the streaks and he broke it. Now, it's amazing because we got a few streaks going on. You got Aaron Fellows over to Claremont. You got Jimmy and Frankie over at Lee. You got Joey Pastore at Beech Ridge. You know, it's unheard of. Well, now there's only 3 left because somebody went down this week. Not without a fight, and I'm sure they're going to be back. I wouldn't want to be that rest of that division this Friday night. But what a great race the Lance Davis Memorial event was, and enjoy these highlights. And thank you to Caitlin Osborne and Brandon Simmons, who do so much to help us and be able to bring you all these excess races. So there was a barn burn over at the USA Speedway.
22 cars, taking the green flag. Side-by-side action racing in service down the back as they push into turn number 3, who will be the opening lap leader out of the corner. Down the next straightaway. What a tremendous field of street stock here tonight. What an impressive showing. Here they are now. Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. As we wrap up this week's episode, I encourage you all to go to Facebook, look at these tracks' websites, make that schedule, finish August strong, finish September, get to October racing, and support these short tracks as they prepare for the off-season, not knowing what it's going to bring. So, and you saw some great racing this week on the show, and that's what you need to know that's out there. You might go to Wiscasset every week, but you know what? Take in one of these Friday night shows at Lee. Stop down to Hudson on a Sunday. Go see an American Canadian Tour race at a Strange Tack, the Thompson World Series, the Oxford 250. It's great racing, and I encourage all of you to do your part and be a part of it. And we're doing what we can, and so excited about what's happening. And the Oxford 250, will this be the year that Travis Benjamin separates himself from three legends? Can you imagine Travis Benjamin looking down on the likes of Dave Dion, Mike Rowe, and Ralph Nason? Because he's won 4 and they've only won 3. Can you imagine? Does Ben Rowe or Eddie McDonald add their name to go up to the guys and sit at the head table with Mike, Ralph, Dave, and Travis and give themselves the 3rd win? So many storylines. But I'll tell you one that's, you got to be, if you're not a believer, I don't know what he's got to do to make you a believer. About a month ago, 100-lap event there, Dave Farrington runs 2nd to Jeff Taylor. That's like a win. He's won the last 3 Saturday night events at Oxford Plains Speedway. So what's he do this Sunday? Past Sunday? Just goes out and wins a pass race. Not an easy doing with the likes of Travis Benjamin, Nick Sweet, DJ Shaw, Mike Rowe, Ben Rowe, the brackets. I mean, the names that were there. And he's now won 4 in a row. So you want to talk about Joey Pastore? Let's talk about Dave Farrington. Reminds me of a young guy or an older fella, or I don't even care what you call him, 7G. This was him a couple years ago. Nobody talked about him. All he did, win races. That's the 250. He can't win the 250. It's the same thing people said this past Sunday about David Farrington. He can win on Saturday night, but he ain't going to win a pass race. Well, he went out and won a pass race. So don't be surprised if 2 weeks from now, or a week from now as you're watching this, Dave Farrington exits car number 23 in Victory Lane, calling himself the winner of the 47th Annual Oxford 250. It's going to be a barn burner. Like I said, if you don't feel comfortable up there, you don't think you can get tickets, you don't want to go in the stands, speed51.com will give you all the fee. We'll give you everything you need to watch and participate in this race. And every year there's storylines among storylines and among storylines. And this year will be no different. So we wish all the competitors luck. It's your chance to get involved. Purchase some laps if you're willing to throw $100 at it and get your name on a lap or your business or anything just to help support the track and the races. We're going to be there. We're excited. Hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. Next week, a lot more of the same. Race in action. Going to be exciting as we prepare for the Oxford 250.